Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell the trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves, and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team, and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name, and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gonna murder that.
Bam, in the place to be. It's your boy, surprise, peekaboo. It's your boy, Eru. NBA trade deadline, man. I've been at work all fucking day, man. I could not wait to get to this microphone to give my opinion on what's going on here, the excitement and whatever. Thank God I had a fellow basketball fan, two basketball fans with me working today. It was only two of us, man, so we got a chance to go back and forth with who traded who and who traded what, man. So at least I had one guy going back and forth with me. But could you imagine somebody like me that likes the podcast, whatever, that cannot be, does not have the freedom to be at home and podcast all day? Shout out to the morning Bruce Sports. They actually did that. 10, like they were podcasting from 10, and I think they're gonna go back on at 7. You know what I'm saying? Until the game starts. So those guys are crazy. So I was trying to, but it was stressing me out. I couldn't get free from work. Everybody else is going on live. Every time something happens, they can go live immediately. So God bless them, man. People that have that freedom, they can work from home, or they just have the freedom just not to work like a regular person. That's still, God bless them. I'm not hating or nothing. I'm hating. I'm pretty much hating. Anyway, yeah, man. I'm so excited, man. We're gonna go through. I'm gonna go through a couple points here. I hope I got these things in order, man, because I'm coming in hot. I literally just came in from work. You guys know how I give it up. Usually I'm not even ready for the game. The game starts at 7:30 today. The Knicks are playing Dallas, so that's gonna be a big one. We're missing players, but the players that we traded are not in the rotation anyway, so we're not gonna miss anything. So people saying, "Oh, they're gonna play." Oh my god. Yeah, but the Knicks weren't playing Grimes. We weren't playing Fournier. And whatever. So we'll get into all that stuff in a second, but I just want to make sure that I got things queued up properly, just so I can keep it going. I won't be like lost here, but I think I'm doing good here, man. So let's get to the sharing. Put this on the screen for you guys. Man, what a day today! What a day today was. So a couple things, man. Before we even get started with that, with the shenanigans of the day, let's just talk about. Let's talk about this guy here, OG. OG, man, he had an elbow issue. First was inflammation. They were trying to keep it a secret. And then now since they made the trade, now they made this big trade, now they can announce it. He literally had surgery. So I was saying that on Twitter, and people were jumping on, oh, now everybody's a doctor. But listen, anybody that's ever had a bone spur, as soon as they said bone spur, the immediate thing that popped out at me, I actually tweeted about it. That the bone spurs need surgery. That's the only thing that you could do to get rid of a bone spur. Surgery. Cortisone shots to get you through. If you can't afford surgery, then cortisone shots are cheaper than surgery. So if you could deal with that and therapy and stuff like that, sometimes the bone spurs is literally a piece of bone. So that bone spur can actually shoot through your skin. So I've seen that happen where people have bone spurs on their ankles, and the bone spur actually protrudes out their skin. So that's and bone spurs and the heel spurs and that type of thing actually come out of your skin. So it's pretty serious, man. So like I said, the only way that you can get rid of the pain or whatever is through cortisone shots. And I guess they didn't do the cortisone shots because he probably would have played if they did. But surgery is the best option. The cortisone shot is just going to weaken the joint. So cortisone shots is actually the best option. I've never had bone spurs, but my dad has had bone spurs. Like I said, the spurs literally came out of his foot. And I know a couple other people that had spurs all over their body, and it's excruciatingly painful. Especially depending on where it is. If it's on nerve endings or if it's on tendons and stuff like that, that's when you get your issues and stuff. Or if it's right in the joint, that can give you the issue too. So him having the surgery is perfect. So the surgery is like really just for the wound to heal. So once he gets his wound healed, whatever, then he'll start getting back into getting his cardio back up and getting his strength back up in his arm, flexibility and that things of that nature. So the 3 weeks is 1, 2, 3. In the regular world, 3 weeks is just basically like a week and a half without pay. You know what I'm saying? If you a week and a half, on sick time, if it would depend on what you got going on at your job. You know what I'm saying? So that's really nothing to tell you the truth. Basically 10 sick days. If you had an office job, you literally could probably go to work in a week. But he has a basketball job. He can't really be out there with his arm like that. So I mean that's just with that. So I mean, prayers out to OG. Hopefully everything worked out with the surgery. Hopefully it doesn't have any setbacks and stuff like that. He should be 100%. When he comes back, he should be ready to go that first game. So big shout out to OG, man. Get well soon, get well strong. Here's another news too. I heard today that I forgot to type it up, but Julius is actually doing really well in rehab. So Julius, he dislocated his shoulder. It wasn't a full separation, it was just a dislocation. So they popped it back in. Everything looks structurally fine. So really, it's just everything is armbands. If anybody's ever did that, man, it's really just armbands, stretching, keeping the muscle joint, moving, so to prevent tightness and stuff. A lot of electric therapy and that type of stuff. He can get right back into like say kettlebell work and that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Julius will be fine. Julius is a beast. That guy is on the treadmill running like he's crazy. He's doing everything but shoot a basketball. And I would have put it past him that he is shooting with the basketball because it was a non-shooting hand. So Julius is doing good. OG is doing good. Julius will probably be back before OG maybe, or they might come back at the same time. So I'll talk about that, connect the dots at the end of the podcast too, man. So that's all a good thing there. So first off here, let's talk about Bruce Bowen. I'm not Bruce Bowen, Bruce Brown Jr. So yeah, the Knicks are gonna trade for Bruce Brown Jr. Are we gonna do this? We're gonna give a first round, second round pick swaps. Man, get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. All these guys. Shout out to Adrian Wojnarowski. He just reposts things that people say or whatever. He didn't really announce anything having to do with the Bruce Brown situation. He talked about it because you have to. Shout out to Ian Bagley. He talked about it because he had to. Oh, I heard people were talking about the Knicks doing this, that, and the other. All bullshit. Because if this guy Bruce Brown had all the eyes on him, Brooklyn is involved. Everybody's involved. The Lakers and all this other stuff. If these guys were involved, they would have made a trade. A trade would have been made. So that really pisses me off. Every single fucking year, we have somebody, the Knicks are going to get Kyrie and we're going to get Kevin Durant. We're going to get him in the same thing. Oh, my God. Look at this stuff. We're going to win the championship now. It's like annoying, man. Every single damn year, we have to deal with that. And then if it doesn't happen, then the Knicks get laughed at. Oh, the Knicks could have did this. And then the fans are like, yeah, man, I don't understand why the Knicks didn't just make the trade. We got enough draft picks. You don't know the full story. But you know how to participate in the spin because that's what the media does. I'll get into that in a second too, man. I'm not playing any clips from any ESPN video. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I wish I could jump on a panel with them and not with them, but just be on my own panel on national TV. That way you can see what a real Knicks fan opinion is. Because a lot of these guys, man, they just regurgitate the same thing. They don't care about, and what's annoying to me is that half of these guys are NBA players, and then they got WNBA players too. All they talk about is star players all the damn time. Oh, the Knicks can't be this because they have this guy, this guy. Yeah, but I thought it was a team sport. I thought it was 5-on-5. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was team versus team, not just one-on-one events. Well, they got the best stars, so they got the best team. Man, get up off of that. Nobody's learned their lesson. Look at the Brooklyn Nets. They had three of the greatest basketball players of this generation. Okay, they had Kyrie Irving, they had Harden, and they had Durant all on the same team. Before that, they had Kevin Garnett, they had Paul Pierce. Before that, they had Joe Johnson, they had the other guy, Deron Williams, and they had all these different players and stuff like that. So that's all they want to do is get that star player. What did that get them? Nothing, bro. Nothing. Okay, look at Embiid. The team is built around Embiid. Oh, MVP candidate. Oh, king of the castle. What happened to him? He gets injured. Now they're like, oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? They're not even talking about them anymore. So it's like it really irks me. And then like they talk about Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers as if like they're so much better than us. But meanwhile, the Knicks had a major 2024. You know, outside of Cleveland had a better time, but the Knicks are right there with them as far as record in 2024. And if I want to say, I think we play better teams, and we beat teams in such a way that was a little bit better than them. Now they're full strength. And now Donovan Mitchell's not the point guard. So now what they're gonna do? They're gonna have to play a whole different style of basketball now to incorporate the rest of the team. So it is what it is. Talk basketball. That's all I want. That's all I care about. Talk basketball. Okay. Stop talking about these star players. Keep the star players out your mouth. And if you're gonna talk about the Knicks, talk about the team. If you're gonna talk about the Bucks, talk about the team, what they do. You know that really irks me. And it irks me that NBA players, especially the guys that were role players and this and the other, talking about like these star players and stuff like that, like they didn't play the game. Shout out to Kendrick Perkins. He's all alone. He's all alone out there. And then he got Malika Andrews with her condescending ass, and then Richard Jefferson's on the panel, and then the other girl from the WNBA's there too. It's like, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing because it's like the American media. We don't talk sports, man. We don't talk sports like we should, and it's annoying. And it's annoying that I block these people and I keep seeing them on my screen. That's because everyone else keeps posting it and sharing it and stuff. Anyway, I'm quite sure you've seen it enough and you've seen it on other people's pods. You will not see it here. On to the next one. Oh, we're not finished. DeJounte Murray. Oh, the Knicks are going to get DeJounte Murray. Plow, plow, plow. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're going to trade Fournier. Oh, what would you do? What would you trade DeJounte Murray for? Oh, I would trade Fournier, Grimes, 2 first-round picks, a second-round pick, 3 pick swaps in 2045. Like, get the fuck out of here. All this time talking about is drive me fucking crazy. And then when the day comes, not one team traded multiple first-round picks for anybody out there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody traded multiple first-round picks for anybody that got moved today. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is with that. So DeJounte Murray is still in Atlanta. Nobody wanted him. How about that? The Knicks should have traded for DeJounte Murray. Oh, why'd they get that guy? They should have just traded the picks. What are they going to use the picks for? I'll get to that in a second too. But I mean, the media put it in your brain that we were going to get DeJounte Murray. Nobody said we was getting him. And if you were the Atlanta Hawks and you mean to tell me that your get back is Grimes and Fournier for DeJounte Murray? How is that even? How is that even? How does the Atlanta Hawks get better with that? Oh, because we're going to throw the draft picks in there. These are low draft picks. These draft picks with all these different stipulations on them shits. They're not even worth nothing. So why would we trade 8 draft picks for DeJounte Murray? It makes no sense. So I think the Knicks did the right thing. So, we're leading into that now, guys. So this is somebody that I wanted here. This is Gordon Hayward. So, I mean, right off the bat, he was one of the first people moved. He went to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which I think is interesting. I don't know if he's going to start for them because they actually have that Williams kid that's been kicking ass at the 3 spot. They also got a bunch of young guys. They're not my team, but they have a good team over there. So I don't know if this guy's going to start for them because they have that Australian kid. So they already have a team that's really good, like one of the top 3 teams in the West or whatever they are right now. So them getting Gordon Hayward is kind of weird. So Gordon Hayward is probably going to come off the bench, right? So I mean, not for nothing. This guy I wanted. I was waiting if the Knicks didn't make a move. I wanted the Knicks to get this guy in the waiver wire. So they didn't waive him, right? So once they didn't waive him, then I could see the dominoes falling as far as the other moves in the NBA too, and as far as the Knicks too, because I think the Knicks actually wanted this kid. I think the Knicks probably would have preferred not to make the trade and wait for this guy right here, Gordon Hayward, to be bought out so they could sign him in the buyout season, man. So if he wasn't traded, guys, I think we would have waited to get this guy. And it's true because look at the guy that we traded for. We'll get to him in a second. So that's interesting. I don't know how that makes OKC better because they were already a deep team. So I don't know how that makes them better, but it's interesting. So we'll see how that goes. To keep it moving here, the 76ers, look who they traded for. Patrick Beverley, king of the castle. I'm a dog. Woof, woof. I played defense this and the other. They traded for Patrick Beverley because they're scared to death of Jalen Brunson, fam. They traded for Patrick Beverley because they're scared to death of Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is gonna bust whoever they put in front of him. They're gonna bust his ass, you know. So they need to save the small forwards to guard Julius and OG. You know, they can't put a small forward on Brunson because they have to guard Julius and the other guy. You know, so they have to get a guard that can actually stand. That they actually could defend Brunson. So Patrick Beverly is going to come with all the antics. He's going to be doing all this. You know, he's going to be flailing his arms. He's going to be talking like a dog, and he's going to be doing all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And then Brunson's still going to bust his ass. Brunson's still going to bust his ass. Okay. You know, so thank you, 76ers, for wasting resources there. You know, the Bucks, you know, they didn't even want to keep Beverly on the team to protect them from Brunson. You know what I'm saying? They said, Patrick Beverly, get the fuck out of here. He's gone. And I think he's gone because of Doc Rivers, to tell you the truth. And I you know, shout out to Morning Brew Sports. I was listening to them on the way into the house. But Hector said we're gonna call him Glenn Rivers from now on. And that is spot on, bro. Glenn Rivers, Doc Rivers, you can only be a doctor if you're a winner. You know what I'm saying? Doc Rivers, like, you know, whatever. So his license to practice is revoked. I love it, man. Shout out to Hector on Morning Brew Sports. Absolute great take there. So man, fuck Doc Rivers, bro. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they went and got Patrick Beverly. Then that's gonna help them. Not only that, they went and got Cameron Payne on top of that too. You know, because Cameron Payne had a decent game against him when he was with the Bucks or whatever. But the Bucks didn't want Cameron Payne either with his bum ass. You know, so the 76ers now, they said, you know what? Let's stock up on good point guards. That way we can tire out Brunson. You know, good luck with that one. You know what I'm saying? So that's just two guys that Brunson is going to bust their ass when the time comes. You know what I'm saying? You think that's going to slow down Brunson? It's not. On to the next one. So I just got to say it. We are literally in the 76ers head right now. You know, the 76ers know that they cannot beat us in the series, you know? And now that they have that they're having problems with Embiid is probably going to be back. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to have problems with Embiid and this, that, and the other. So that's why they went and got these point guards to try to be able to defend the rest of the Knicks squad. So we are officially in the 76ers head right now. So God bless. Slide it over to more 76ers news. So this happened. This was posted by Wojnarowski before these trades here. So he said, okay, making a trade with you know, that he made a trade with the Pistons for Daniel House and a second round pick. You know, to the Pistons. I forgot what the whole trade was. It's bullshit. But they said, oh, this is a salary cap move here, so they can you know, free up roster spots so they can be able to sign Kyle Lowry, you know, whatever, you know, once he gets bought out. But they went and traded for Patrick Beverly and you know, Cameron Payne. So that means they're not going for Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying? So look out for Kyle Lowry to come to the Knicks. You know, because Kyle Lowry went out of his way to say that he loves Tibbs and he would love to play for him. He said that out of his own fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? So look out for Kyle Lowry, you know, to come to the Knicks there. I'm not sure if I want him on the Knicks, you know, but from a leadership standpoint and just from being able to facilitate off the bench, I think that would be excellent. You know, and then Tom Thibodeau could play you know, people that have playoff experience. They have Lowry, they'll have one of the other guys we traded for, you know, in the backcourt. Of course, you know, Deuce McBride will be around also, but Deuce McBride can't really dribble, he can't facilitate. He could shoot and he plays really good defense. But you know, the leadership and the experience from Kyle Lowry might actually be decent. You know, but I mean, we'll pick him up, sign him to a 10-day contract or sign him for the rest of the year. If it works out, he'll play. If not, then he won't. Excuse me. But Kyle Lowry will be absolutely dope on the bench with Tom Thibodeau. So let's keep that a fact, you know, keep that out there, you know, in the universe, you know. So here goes like one of the first dominoes here too. So you know, just like this idea here with Gordon Hayward, sliding over to Buddy Hield here. Indiana traded for Buddy Hield. You know, so once I saw the Buddy Hield deal, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. They traded for Buddy Hield. So I wonder if the Knicks were involved in this. You know, but because I'm just looking at what Indiana traded for. They traded Marcus Morris and Korkmaz, and 3 second-round picks for Buddy Hield. So, like I said, there's no first-round picks thrown anywhere in these trades. Only second-round picks. So, 3 second-round picks. I think the Knicks were basically told Indiana to kick rocks, fam. You know, because the Knicks could have traded with the Sixers for Buddy Hield because not the Indiana Pacers for Buddy Hield because they traded him to a direct rival. They traded Buddy Hield to a team that they already have in their back pocket. I think Indiana beat Philadelphia a couple times this year, so they went and traded with their rivalry and actually upgraded their team by giving them a starting shooting guard in Buddy Hield, which I never heard before. I just never heard that before. So Indiana would rather make Philadelphia better in spite, of themselves. So that's two teams that we have in our back pocket there. Also, too, shout out to Marcus Morris here. So I mean, Marcus Morris is on Indiana now. So that's a move because the Indiana is afraid of the Knicks' physicality. They got emasculated the last game. So now Obi Toppin is not enough. He's not tough enough. So they brought Marcus Morris in there just to be out there to try to see if he can get in Julius's head and stuff like that. Listen, that's two teams right there. The Philadelphia 76ers and the Indiana Pacers. We are absolutely in both of their teams' heads, man. Because the Indiana Pacers traded their starting shooting guard, or traded one of their top rotational players for two bums for Marcus Morris, who's a super thug, you know what I'm saying, that lives by the street code, you know what I'm saying, with him and his twin brother. And I guess they figured they could still get 3-point shooting from Kortsmaz or whatever. Kortsmaz usually plays good against the Knicks. So this is what they're thinking. They're thinking that we just got some extra muscle to fight the Knicks because we're definitely afraid of them. You know what I'm saying? Two teams did that. The Sixers are definitely afraid of Brunson, and the Indiana Pacers are definitely afraid of Julius Randle, Precious, Hartenstein, and Mitchell Robinson too, I would imagine. You know what I'm trying to say? So, hey. Next. This is also the Pacers. The Pacers here brought some more shooting. Doug McDermott. He's also a guy with a little bit of more meat on him, somebody with a little bit more experience and stuff like that. So I think that's the reason why they picked him. Somebody that can run around and you have the chase type of thing to throw the Knicks off there. The Indiana Pacers do play a motion offense, so McDermott probably will play well in this new team here. So I mean, they're trying to get weapons here, not necessarily to get better because they've already been playing good and they're already super deep to begin with. But they're adding extra guys here with experience here, to try to make the team better. McDermott actually played for the Indiana Pacers, so it's the same situation like the guy that we just traded for. Same situation where he's coming back to a team where he's more familiar with, right? So, kudos to them. But like I'm trying to say, the Pacers and the Sixers absolutely made trades to try to beat the Knicks. And that's all I need to say about that. So let's get into the Knicks stuff here, man. Wow, the Knicks were busy today. Look at these two guys here. So, I mean, a lot of people made the same points. I got a chance to listen to a couple people today, and everybody's going to make the same point. There is no way that anybody would say if we got Alec Burks alone that the Knicks got better. Nobody in their right mind would say that. Nobody would say that the Knicks got better if we only got Bojan. Nobody in their right mind would say it, But getting them both together in the same trade is an absolute godsend for these Knicks here. We just talked about it, in the beginning of the podcast. This guy OG is out for 3 weeks with surgery that he had to remove bone spurs. Like I'm saying, bone spurs is literally bone fragments. For anybody who doesn't know, just Google it. Everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has a cell phone. Get the same information. It's not like I'm so smart. I came up with some shit and I'm teaching you something. No, anybody can Google bone spurs and figure it out. So bone spurs are fragments. The surgery is really just because he's an active person. If he had an office job, he would be back to work within a week. You know what I'm saying? But because you have to wait for the skin to heal and stuff like that, now you have to get the strength back and this, that, and that, to get his cardio back. That's why it's going to take 3 weeks for him to heal. So shout out to OG. He should be good when he comes back, ready to go. But back to the action here. This guy Bojan right now is going to be baptized by fire. I don't know if he's going to start, but he's definitely going to be in this rotation, and we're going to get to know Bojan really, really quickly on Saturday because we definitely need him, man. OG's going to be out for a while, so Bojan is going to get major minutes here at either as a starting 3 or coming off the bench here. I think maybe coming off the bench might be better because we need somebody to come off the bench because we're rocking Precious as a starter with Josh Hart and Hartenstein. They're actually playing really good together. So, I mean, having Bojan come off the bench because Bojan can play both power forward and small forward, I think that would be probably ideal for the situation right now. But he's gonna be baptized by fire. Right off the bat here too. This guy Burks, he's gonna be the first guard off the bench. And then this guy, he could ball. We know he can run point because he ran point for us, even though we didn't like it. He could run point, but him coming off the bench to spell Brunson and also to spell DiVincenzo off the bench is fantastic. Deuce McBride is good too, but Deuce McBride cannot, take on the ball handling duties off the bench. He needs to play off the ball. I say that so many times on the pod. It's about 7 o'clock now. The Knicks play 7:30, so I will end this pod in a few, and then I'll get ready for the actual watch along. So I'll do the watch along right after this, guys, man. So that's what's coming next. So let's take a look at the trade here. All together, the Knicks receive Bojan and Alec Burks, right? We traded Quentin Grimes, Malachi Flynn, Fournier, and Ryan Archinato. Respect to the Prince, the King, Ryan Archinato. You know what I'm saying? And 2 second-round draft picks. Whoop-de-doo. The Knicks have so many second-round draft picks. It's unbelievable. So we can afford to get rid of them. And it seems like the second-round draft picks are more valuable than first-round draft picks. So everybody that keeps talking about first-round draft picks, please get off it, man. All these trades that I showed you, nobody really traded a first-round draft pick. Nobody did. I think one team did, and I think it was stupid. I don't even know what team did it that actually traded a first-round draft pick. It was way too much for the person that they got. I can't remember which one it is, but it doesn't matter. But second-round draft picks seem to be more powerful nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the scholars that say, "Oh, first round, second round, no, 5 first-round draft picks and 10 pick swaps." All you guys that are on that pick swap bullshit and multiple draft pick stuff, like chill out, fam. But anyway, we got 2 roster spots now opened up by trading Ryan Archinato and Macaulay Flynn. Sorry, Macaulay Flynn, we hardly knew him. You know what I'm saying? I wanted him to get more minutes, but right now, Alec Burks, I think, is the perfect backcourt person to have in the mix there with Bojan. Is unbelievable. This is an unbelievable trade. Who did we trade? We traded Fournier, who didn't play for a year and a half. Then we traded Quentin Grimes, who's absolutely garbage. Let's keep it a buck. Let me say this too. I posted like a little meme. Yeah, I don't have it queued up, but I posted a meme on my Instagram. Which I can easily do right now. Let's put it up here. So this is my Instagram, guys. For anybody that gives a damn. If I can get to it. So this is I don't even know how to get to the homepage. So let me see do it the manual way. So anyway, this is my homepage here. So this is the actual. Oh no, this is not it. This is it right here. This is the actual meme here. So as you can see, I got the kid dancing, and I put Quentin Grimes and Bones Highland in a trade together. People was in the chat here. Hell no, fuck out of here, stupid motherfucker. Everybody got negative shit to say. Hell no. But listen, let me tell you something. Quentin Grimes is trash, fam. Quentin Grimes lost his starting spot to Dante DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo for the last 5 games averaging 27 points per game. You know what I'm saying? So like Quentin Grimes, he was a starter. He could not contribute. Dante comes out of nowhere and completely rips it out of his asshole. You know what I'm saying? So Quentin Grimes is of no use to us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he plays so much good defense. Oh, it's 3-point shooting. We could find that anywhere, and we did. Alec Burks is a good 3-point shooter, and so is Bojan. So listen, get out of here. Get out of here with the Quentin Grimes is a good defender, 3-point shooter. We got somebody that can replace him, and Deuce is already replacing him already. Bones. People say, "Oh, Bones is trash. Oh, he's erratic. He scored. All he does is this." But at least he does something. If you want to compare them, side by side for their careers, they both are 10-point a game scorers. 3 assists, 3 rebounds, type of thing. But this guy Bones, if Bones was to get if you do the 36-minute thing, Bones stats look like an all-star compared to Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes, if he does do 36-minute stats, Quentin Grimes stats is probably like the worst in the NBA as far as starting twos. Still, even if you project his stats to 36 minutes, you do it to Bones Highland, he's an all-star. If he was to compare those stats there. So I'm not going to do that for you. You can do that on your own. But people right off the bat, hell no. Grimes for Bones Highland, you bugging, stupid, dumb clown, all the other nonsense that people like to say on the internet. But yo, if the Knicks did that, the Clippers would have been the one taking a chance on the player that doesn't contribute. At least Bones Highland at least attacking. This guy Quentin Grimes doesn't attack at all. If you want to talk about skills, they both have comparable skills, but I don't know what's going on with Grimes. You know what I think is going on with Grimes? The issue with Grimes is that he's one of those guys that you absolutely need to give him the starting spot and say, "Oh, I'm going to give you 20 shots per game. We're going to run the offense through you, and we love you." And then Grimes will be like, "Thanks," and then he will play well. Same thing with RJ. RJ was struggling with his inconsistencies because We didn't give him the ball and say, hey, RJ, you're the man. We want to run the offense through you. This is your team. We love you. The Knicks didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They replaced him with Julius, and then they replaced him with Brunson. You know what I'm saying? So now we have to do so much things to get him involved. Now he's in Toronto. Now he can do what he wants to do, averaging 22 points per game on a bad team. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Quickly as well. Quickly is the same kind of guy. He was pissed off that they didn't sign him in this, that, and the other. They were pissed off he was pissed off they didn't start him. They brought Brunson in there to replace him. So all these guys are useless to us, man. If you just go down the line for each trade that we made since the OG to now, the Knicks has absolutely running a clinic right now on the NBA. So the Knicks are literally one of the, if not the most best run team within the last 5 years. In the last 5 years, the Knicks have been the best run team in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And that is a fact of life, bro. Fact of life. So let's talk more about Bojan and Alec Burks. So I mean, Alec Burks, we already know what he's gonna bring. So there's nothing to talk about. We've seen what he could do. We know that he could run point. We know that he could ball handle. We've seen him drop 30 points per game, on us in major games, in the playoffs, in all kind of situations. So we know that Alec Burks can handle his role easily. Right off the bat, he can do that because he was doing the same role in Detroit. Bojan, on the other hand, he's won 50 point. He's not 50 point. He's won 50 win seasons with Donovan Mitchell in Utah. You know what I'm saying? Can he score 21? Can he score 20 points on a winning situation? That's what people said. He did it in Utah for multiple years, 50 win seasons. So I mean, ta-da! That's what's happening with this trade here. So look, I'm absolutely ecstatic about this trade, man. Once we have full strength, right? We start the game off. We had the luxury of starting it off with whoever we wanted to, but right off the bat, Julius, OG, Hartenstein. I would continue to start Hartenstein. Shout out to everyone that wants Mitchell Robinson to get his starting spot back. I don't know what you're smoking. Hartenstein is absolutely one of the best centers in the NBA right now. So I mean, Julius, you got Julius, OG, you got iHeart, you got Brunson and Dante DiVincenzo. You know what I'm saying? That's the starting five. Now you got Precious. Now Precious is literally a starter. He could start, man, in the NBA. Really good defense. He's proven he can shoot the three. He made a couple of threes and so far. Big time rebounding games. You know what I'm saying? Super good finisher on the inside, good interior passer. So that's the guy that's coming off the bench right there. Like I said, 20-point a game score with playoff experience and Bojan coming off the bench there. The next player coming off the bench, we'll talk about Alec Burks. Like I already mentioned, Alec Burks. Then we got Deuce McBride. Without making any other moves, Deuce McBride is absolutely lockdown defender. He's been knocking down the three. He could run the break. Creating his own shot is not there yet, so I'm not talking about that. But he checks a lot of other things in the game there. So shout out to Deuce McBride. So the other person that I didn't mention, because I mentioned four guys. That's Precious. That's Bojan, that's Alec Burks, and that's Deuce McBride. The other person that I didn't mention, which makes it 10 people in the rotation, is Mitchell fucking Robinson. So Mitchell Robinson, I wouldn't play him for say 28 minutes or 30 minutes off the bench. You don't do that for Mitchell Robinson. You can't make free throws. You can't make layups and shit like that. But I mean, Mitchell Robinson coming in the game for 15 minutes, but playing all out, sacrificing for the team, because we're trying to win a championship, fam. Mitchell Robinson off the bench for 15 minutes per game, going all out, is fantastic. So my thing is right now, once the Knicks start the game off, Mitchell, Tom Thibodeau likes to play the guys for the entire first quarter, just about. Maybe start making substitutions towards the end of the first quarter. Bring in the second unit now. So now the second unit is set. Now the second unit we can basically do a hockey substitution, hockey line substitution, and bring the whole bench in. You know what I'm saying? So now the other team doesn't get a break because now you got five other guys that they're going to get chemistry together. They're going to be able to function together. So then what happens when we start to mix in the starting lineup now? And then this is like going into the third quarter, the fourth quarter now. How the fuck do you stop the Knicks? Because let me tell you something. The Knicks are going to stop them. How the fuck are you going to stop the Knicks? You know what I'm saying? Right off the bat, people are already having trouble with the Knicks with the current squad here. And we're not even 100%. Once we're 100%, how are you going to deal with the starting five? How are you going to deal with the starting five? Because now they can go all out. Now they can go all out because we have an elite bench coming up behind him. How do you defend us? You know, now, like I said, Julius can go all out now because he got pressures behind him. You know, OG can go all out because he got Bojan behind him. You know, Hartenstein could go all out because he got Mitchell Robinson behind him, fam. You know, Brunson could go crazy because we got Alec Burks back there. You know, this guy Dante DiVincenzo could lose 2 testicles because he got Deuce McBride behind him. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the Knicks run wild on you, baby?
What you gonna do, sucker, when the Knicks run wild on you?
What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? So listen, it's been a long time, guys. It's been a long time. You know, I mean, Q fucking, what's his name? Otis Redding. Q to Otis Redding. It's been a long, whoever the fuck sang that song, okay? It's been a long time since the Knicks have won anything, you know? It's been a long time since the Knicks had a good team. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks have a good team, okay? Anybody that's still crying that we didn't get to DeJounte Murray, man, you did not get the fucking message. You know, you crying that we didn't get to DeJounte Murray, you did not get the fucking message, okay? For those that seem to think that we could have gotten Cat still, they still talking, oh, why the Knicks didn't trade for Cat? Karl Anthony Towns. What are you smoking drugs? Are you smoking drugs? You know, stop smoking that THC, man. Get you some CBD. Calm it down a little bit. Too much THC in your life. You know what I'm trying to say? You see, everybody's so thirsty for a superstar. You know what? Get you some of the blue pills. Okay, I got some. Get you some blue pills, man. Maybe get yourself a nut or something like that. Because you guys want superstars. You got a hard on for superstars. Maybe you need to get yourself a pill, okay, and go find yourself somebody and get that out your system. Okay, the Knicks are here. They've been here already. But when the Knicks get healthy,
what you gonna do when the Knicks run wild on you?
What you gonna do, fam? So anyway, that's what I have to say here. The Knicks are about to play in like 15 minutes. Chances are we're gonna get our asses whipped. You know, so I believe on our Knicks. I think we're gonna fight them, and we're not gonna give up. That's what our team does. We don't give up. You know, even though we're short and this, that, and the other, we got a lot of changes coming. Guys are injured. They're coming back from injury and stuff like that. That's gonna come as time goes on. But the Knicks are gonna fight. But we're playing against Luka and Kyrie in the Garden. It's gonna be tough. Tim Hardaway Jr. also. All these guys are here. The Knicks are gonna have to play their best defense, and guys are gonna have to score tonight if we want to be competitive. We've proven that we could do it. You know, shout out to DiVincenzo averaging 27 points the last 5 games, so we could do it. You know what I'm saying? But what's the other point I wanted to make too? Oh, like I said, these guys here, like say Bojan, once Bojan and Alec Burks play, the Knicks will get into a little groove. Then when Julius comes in, he'll get into a little groove. Then OG probably will come in after him, or maybe around the same time. Then they'll get into another groove. So the groove, I'll leave you with this: the groove. Right now, the Knicks are in a groove. After they made the OG trade, they got into a nice groove, man. They basically was almost undefeated this year. Only lost like 3 games, 4 games, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So what happens once the Knicks get assimilated and they get their team together? You know, there's a chance that the Knicks can go on another tear at the end of the season once we get 100% healthy. And guess what that leads into? It leads into the playoffs. You know, so the perfect time for the Knicks to get gelling again with a full 100% team will be right there at the end of the season, April, whatever the end of the season is. Once the playoff starts, catch some fire in a bottle, you know, where teams don't even know what their mouth from their asshole, you know, and then we could just run straight through them all the way to the NBA Finals, fam. And I'm like I said, I'm not afraid of not one team in the East. I'm not afraid of anyone now. Once we get 100%, I'm not afraid of any team in the East. That's number one. And I'm not afraid of any team in the West either. So whoever comes out the West, let's say if it's Minnesota that comes out the West, I think you could fairly say in a 7-game series, it's going to be tough. The Knicks will have plenty of firepower and strength and defense to take care of that team. You know what I'm saying? You know, another team that I'm a little concerned with, maybe the Clippers, because they're so top heavy with their stars. They also have decent role players too. You know, guys coming off the bench that can start on other teams too. So their depth is pretty crazy too. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to play defense like us. At least I don't think so. So the Knicks will be able to bang with them in the 7-game series. Compete with them back and forth. That would be fantastic. I'm not afraid of Denver at all. I'm not afraid of Denver at all. I don't even know who else to mention. The Lakers. I don't even know who else to mention. But anyway, we got like 15 minutes before the NBA for the game starts, man. So I'm gonna get ready. I gotta wipe down my armpits because I'm sweating like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get my blood pressure down a little bit because I'm hyped up just thinking about all the stuff that transpired today. And I'll see you guys in a little while, man. Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to Leon Rose putting on a clinic how to run an NBA basketball club. Shout out to the chat. I didn't say nothing to you guys, so let me say what's up to you guys real quick. I'm just gonna. What time is it now? I'll go back a little while. So I mean, I'll go back to here. So well, we'll do this. Jerry Fitz. We traded IQ, RJ Grimes, Ryan Fournier, 3 second-round picks for OG, Precious, Burks, and Bogdan. That's crazy, fam. Crazy. Knicks are nice here. This is Pudge. Pudge says, Mitch is not starting. Stop the nonsense. Absolutely not. He should not start. But I mean, him coming off the bench for 15 minutes is fantastic, though. Let him go hard for 15 minutes. No, you know what I'm saying? Who cares about foul trouble and stuff like that? Just go crazy. You got 5 fouls for him. Just go nut. You know what I'm saying? Mitch Robinson going nuts for 15 minutes will be fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Because you got iHeart that you can fall back on. And then you got Jericho Sims too. The Jericho Sims has been giving us some quality minutes as well. So shout out to Shaw Powers also here. Shout out to everybody else that contributed too, man. Like I said, I can't really get into it. But because I really want to get ready for this game. He said iHeart, J Hart, Devo, OG, Bogdan, and let's not forget Brunson, man. Absolutely great team that we have here. And everybody plays defense. People are saying that Bojan is not a good defender. He's a good team defender. If it's a one-on-one game, of course Bogdan is gonna have trouble playing 1v1. You know what I'm saying? But you got to guard him too. But playing team defense, this guy's absolutely really good at team defense. If somebody else is defending, getting a steal, all of a sudden Bogdan is the one picking up the steal. And then running up the court on the fast break. That's what Bojan is going to bring to the table. So you got to really pay attention to that when it happens there. Precious is Randall's backup, absolutely. Let me slide down. You got Ricky Gonzalez holding down Facebook over there. He says, no team can stop Brunson in the paint. No team. He's the leading scorer in the NBA in points in the paint. We're talking about a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Slide down. Shout out to Jarrell. I was watching your comments throughout the game there. Fitzroy Whitterburn, thank you for popping in as well. Great profile picture, my brother. My man here. Sedoze, whatever, I can't pronounce it, but I see you in chats all the time. Deuce is shooting 40%, Bojan is shooting 40%, Burks is shooting 40%, Divu is shooting 40%. I believe Brunson is shooting 40% as well, if I'm not mistaken. He's got to be close. Julius is an adequate 3-point shooter. You just go down the line. So we have this is the first team in Knicks history that's ever had this much 3-point shooting. So come get some. You know what I'm saying? Come get some NBA. Eastern Conference. Surveyed 100 people. I am hyped, man. This is like so I'm in rare form right now. But like I said, I got to calm down because we're getting ready for this game coming. NYC B-Ball 08. We got Taj and Burks back. Yeah, man. Question mark that. Happy D Rose next. I don't know about that. Los Knicks said a wife says, "Who the hell is yelling down there?" Don't get yourself in trouble, guys. You know what I'm saying? Tell them that lady that's yelling is Eru. That old lady that they hear yelling in the speakers, that's Eru down there talking on the internet there. Sliding down. Pause. Who else we got here? See everybody here, man. Great comments here. Yeah, gummies. They got gummy chewable gummies now in the blue stuff. They got blue chews that's like chalky. Like I said, the gummies, I haven't tried the gummies, but I got my supplies here, man. So not that I necessarily need it, but hey, if my wife want to talk some shit, I got something for her. You know what I'm saying? What else we got going on here? Yeah, man. Everyone's just repeating what I said there, man. So we're all in unison here. Everybody is in agreement. Shout out to Melpster9. What's up, man? Bojan plays slightly better team defense than Fournier. He does. Fournier sometimes gets completely lost, and Bojan doesn't get lost like Fournier does, though. Fournier absolutely gets lost sometimes, but he's definitely Bojan is a sharpshooter. he's also sharp on defense. Like I said, watch out. Let's say if somebody gets a deflection like Precious or iHeart or something like that, watch and see that how Bojan all of a sudden pops up with the loose ball. He does that often, man. So definitely get ready for that. Melso also contributing some more, man. He said this Bojan chain is equivalent to Tony Kukoc of the Chicago Bulls. Damn, son, you got to go way back, huh? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Shout out to a nudie here. And great trade, absolutely. He said I'm watching his Kobe Bryant statue ceremony. Fisher out there plotting on oh my God. He might be. You know, shout out to Derek Fisher with his dirty dick ass. I also see a super chat here. Oh, shout out to with my man on Pudge here. He says, shout out to Leon Rose. He traded everyone to better situations. That's true too. You know, so it's good karma. We traded these guys to places where they can flourish also. You know what I'm saying? So that's also a win-win there. You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks get better, and everybody that we traded, we did not do them dirty. We put them in situations where they could succeed on their own. So that can't be they can't go without saying there. But thank you, the Pudge, for the super chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe and hit the thumbs up before you get up out of here, man. Show the kids some love. You know, you don't got to do super chats, even though I do appreciate them, man. But the thumbs up and comments, especially comments in the actual video after the fact, is fantastic too. So if you want to have a conversation there, I always respond to everybody. Unless you're talking that bullshit, then I'm not going to respond. But usually I respond to everybody that's talking Knicks there. So get ready for the full game watch along, which is coming in a few minutes now. I got to go, wipe myself down one time. You know, so I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Go Knicks. And I think we're going all the way this year, guys. You know, so goodbye. Enjoy the outro. This is Trav B. Ryan. Shout out to him, man. You know, I know me and him are happy because me and him both wanted Bojan for the longest time. I didn't really get to talk about that too much, but I'll talk about that, you know, as time goes on. But I'll see you guys later. And 15 minutes for the Dallas game. Goodbye.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trav. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.